back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and ain't my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throw it blind in my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no check.
Okay, Coach. Well, with the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cincinnati Bengals. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Let's go, let's go! Set, 19, 29.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Taylor. Room here to run. 20. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 49 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Todd Gurley, 72 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now a give right side. Taylor. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
That's taken on the 25. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Wentz. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Prater on to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Makes the score Jaguars 14, Bengals 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now Wentz to try again after the pick six. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Space to maneuver at the 40. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 52. 82. Hey, orbit.
Wentz now on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Kill. Right there. 54. Hey, exit. 54, Mike. Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, ram.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10.
Check.
On the move to his left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and now it's 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
14, 82, 14. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. And let's get this.
Wentz to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
Great 15. Hey, Delta. Mike's by 4. Watch twist.
Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33.
Hey, Ford, Tokyo. Check, Mike.
Working from the gun, Wentz. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Darren Waller there to make the grab as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On second down, it's Taylor, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap for Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Kyle Van Noy. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
It's second down.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Taylor. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. On 3rd down, it's Taylor. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
On 1st down, Wentz. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
We got 4.
This is done. Hey, kill. Hey, 4, don't kill. Hey, wahoo.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Help me out, partner. Was that incomplete?
That was on a deep ball to Dez.
And that's a surprise. The way he attacks the football in the air, it's always surprising to me when he doesn't complete a pass like that.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
1st and 10.
Throwing on first is Wentz. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
46 down, man, 5-4. Go, go. Come on now, come on, done.
Wentz now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Throwing now is Wentz. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Wentz. This is Johnson. He's got it. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
On first and 10, here's Wentz. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10.
We got this.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he will score! Touchdown, Cincinnati! Carson Wentz. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On second and inches, Watson. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Watch the safety creep. 10.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And this is caught by Watkins. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 53 yards. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Brings up second and goal at the 5-yard line.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. He's coming, double up.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They'll come out in the pistol. This Bengal defense, they passed the first two tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And the 13-year man puts it through. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because... And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
5-9, 5-9.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. And the catch made by Johnson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that
one. Looking deep downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On first down, Taylor. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. From the red zone now, Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Agnew.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Hey, high 7.
Come on, baby.
Now wins. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
120.
Motion.
Please. This 5-7.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. He's going to float this one. He's got a man complete. There he goes right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 74 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Seibert on for the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play. I enjoyed watching Robert Quinn in pregame warm-ups with you down on the field. Did it surprise you how tall and angular he is? You wouldn't think he'd be able to play against the run that well, would you?
But he can, and he showed it right there, didn't he?
That's that wrestling background he has. He understands leverage as well as anyone in the game. A big-time wrestler in high school. He didn't lose very often.
3-time heavyweight state champ in South Carolina. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
And the Jaguars.
Michael set. 19. Bring it.
Stepping. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's third down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now Wentz. Johnson's got it complete. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 29-yard line. Watson on 1st down. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Kyle Van Noy picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. To try again after the sack. Watson eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
And that's complete. It's Ellington. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Watson. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Agnew. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, Team 6. Team 6.
Now Wentz. Bryant has it. A gain there of 30 big ones. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they have the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now
and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, Taylor. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. The 20. It's a gain of 35.
And that's another big-time run. And it sure looks like the leverage game is being won by the offensive line. They're the low man on just about every snap, and they're winning, pushing back the defensive front and creating great space for their runners.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, we got to snap it. We got to snap it.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll try the air now with Watson. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point good by Prater, and that will get them one closer. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Sunday.
Here we go. Alert flare.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Wentz to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And he's going to go down again. Kenny Clark able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Working from the gun, Wentz. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Cincinnati, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.